together so they can try things. Young about tips podcast so that you can try things. Now we will stop singing so that we can all now try this.
Hello and welcome to the podcast for the first time. Welcome to Now Try This, the podcast where two best friends get together every week to try something new. And sometimes we have two intros per episode.
Guys, welcome to the podcast. This is Nick. That's Marcus. Two best friends trying each other, trying things because we are sick and tired of not being able to share the things we love with the people we love. So we made a podcast, so we have to do it. Every week, one of us finds something that we love, either recently or from our past, that holds some kind of significance, and make the other person watch it. And this week was Marcus's challenge to me, but Marcus, I don't. It's crazy because last episode was Matilda. That was my challenge, and
yes,
at the end of it, I seem to recall you challenging me to watch the Guyver, the Mark Hamill sci-fi 91 movie. But
yeah,
there's a whole string of people that went out and watched that film.
Geniuses.
And now they're here, and the title of the stream is The Last of Us. What happened?
Here's what happened. You see, I am a connoisseur of cinema.
That is
I have access to a plethora of bad VHSs and DVDs that not everyone has. You know, not everyone has The Lighthouse on VHS. Okay, not
That's
everyone
very
has
specific.
that stuff. Okay,
That's very specific.
And
Did you
so-
watch it on VHS when we did it?
no.
Oh
Wait,
my
The
God.
Lighthouse?
What's the point? Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't watch it on VHS. I watched part of the VHS. I put it in and I was enjoying it. I feel like the aspect ratio thing, they did it weird. Whoever encoded the VHS, it's not like it cuts off a lot of stuff.
Not
I don't
important. Move on.
Not important. Yes. Also, our basement is cold. But anyway, Nick. So I forgot that. Sometimes I think we're equals and we're peers and
Yeah.
in everything.
Yeah.
And then you came and you just, unfortunately, you presented the issue to me and you said, "Hey, Marcus, I can't watch this thing. I can't find it anywhere to watch." And I was like, "Oh man, I really goofed." Okay. I goofed hard.
I thought you were about to try to lay some blame in me, and there was a lot of culpability that went my way in your apology statement that I'm not comfortable with. The narrative that's coming out of your mouth.
Yeah,
but
the narrative
at the
is
end,
coming out of my mouth.
You're right. This was your goof.
Hey,
You gave me a challenge that I literally would have been impossible for me to do.
Look, I didn't know that. Okay, I think we're in the digital age. We have AI everywhere.
Marcus,
and yet somehow you have no
Marcus.
way of watching The Guyver.
When I gave you American Mall, the worst thing I've ever given you, besides Twilight that made you quit the podcast the first time, the worst thing I ever gave you,
Yeah.
I gave you a way to watch it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Nick, I have this to say. You're right, because you got me the American Mall DVD. Or no, you didn't. Did you buy it? No, I think you told me where to buy it. No, you bought it. You bought it.
I think I went on
bought it.
Amazon and sent it to your house.
I think
right?
you bought it. Yeah, I think so. But
You
here's
have
what
it
we're
still?
gonna
Did you
do.
throw it away?
Guyver 1 and 2. Now the challenge has doubled. That's the penalty. So now next time when I
Why
give
do
you
I gotta
Guyver,
suffer?
you've got to watch Guyver 1 and 2, and I will buy you the Blu-ray
No.
remaster. I will buy
Hold
you
on.
the VHS. I will
Wait,
buy you
wait,
the
wait.
DVD, whatever you need to do. I'll get it for you. I'll provide it for you in your hands.
That's not how penalties work. The penalty is supposed to be on your side, not on
Yeah,
mine.
I have to also watch both of those movies. They suck.
It's your challenge. Guys, T in the chat, I'm so sorry that you
T,
watched
did you really
the Guyver.
watch the Guyver?
No, he didn't watch the
He didn't watch
Guyver.
it.
He's
joking.
messing with you. He didn't watch it. Of course he did. There's nowhere to watch it. It's not streaming. It's not posted. It's not anywhere. Honestly, can you even buy it?
Yeah,
can
you can
I
buy it.
even buy it?
On eBay.
Are you sure?
Go
On
to eBay.
eBay?
That's where you buy stuff. Where do you go?
No, it's not. People buy things on eBay that are too late. You can buy the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you
and the
go.
DVD. The VHS is $50.
Blu-ray, VHS. Guyver 2's available to rent. Guyver 2's free on YouTube. Not to shout that out, but
Yeah, I'm
it's
pretty sure
free
that's
on YouTube.
Illegal.
Just
I
saying.
know there must be. It's weird. Wait, T, you saying you watched Guyver 2? Because that would have been really funny if you
T,
even
no.
watched the wrong one.
Guyver. before we get to The Last of Us, Guyver is one of the it's such a bad movie. It's one of the worst movies I've probably ever watched in my life. And I watched it again in preparation for this episode, and I feel
I'm legitimately sorry for you.
I feel robbed a little bit because it was not a good experience. Like, I was having fun time, but the whole time I was like, oh man, like Nick's gonna hate this part. Nick's gonna hate this part. Nick's gonna hate this part. But I gotta say, I will give my quick things I like about Guyver before I go into it. One, on the poster, they put Mark Hamill's face prominently all over it. Half Guyver, half Mark Hamill, leading viewers to think Mark Hamill would become the Guyver. He's not the Guyver. He's just a random detective in the movie.
Are you freaking serious?
Yes.
Why would you spoil that if I have to watch this? Stop spoiling shit.
I'm not gonna give it to you. I feel like by the time it comes again, we'll forget about it.
That's true.
It was great.
You pulled it out of the bottom of the barrel this time.
I did.
He's not great. Even Guyver.
He's in it for more than 5 minutes, but Mark Hamill does look hot.
He's not Guyver though.
He's not Guyver though, but he does look hot. He has a little mustache and he looks, I don't know, something about it worked for me. I was like, he's cute.
Not Guyver. This cover of the Blu-ray is literally Mark Hamill's eye coming out of the mask.
Yes, and he is not the Guyver.
Wow, this is a director's
which is hilarious. Oh, I would watch that. There's like several versions of the film, but it was made by like basically two monster movie special effects people. Yeah. So it is the tone. You have this critique of things, and a lot of times I disagree with you, where you're like, it doesn't know what it is. This movie does not know what it is. It is the grossest body horror. Cronenberg would be ashamed if he watched this movie. It is on par with like The Fly and all that stuff. It has intense, gross body horror stuff, but then also thinks it's the Power Rangers. So you have like, hiya! And you got weird, corny jokes. You got the very 90s rap, hip hop is cool, so let's ham-fist it in a movie.
Wait, they have rap in this movie?
There's rap in the movie. Randomly, one of the villains starts rapping like several times, and I'm
really disappointed now, honestly.
It's hard to watch.
That's crazy.
And then at one point, it has Jimmy Walker, the guy who goes, Dynamite! And that is the last line in the film.
Dynamite?
Yes. He's one of the villains in the movie. And one of the other guys goes, I've got a job for you. And he goes, Dynamite! And then the movie cuts to black, credits roll. It's not even his movie. He's not even a main character in it. Why was that the ending?
Marcus, did you make Darren watch this film with you?
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry.
Darren, I'm sorry
I'm like this. I'm sorry.
You should let her pick your next challenge. I'm serious.
She's gonna pick Puss in Boots.
Whatever
Maybe.
She picks. Is what I think you should do, because that is awful that you
Fair
made her
enough.
watch this film.
Fair enough, Darren.
And legitimately, I am sorry. I suppose I could have checked where. I guess I could have like looked, but like I had 2 hours set aside today to watch Guyver. Mm-hmm. And I pulled up to watch it, and it just was nowhere.
We live in an age where you think everything was accessible, but I think that quick soapbox moment. Yeah. I think physical media is still very important. There are so many games that are lost to time. There are so many movies and TV shows that are lost to time just because they're not super popular, but it doesn't mean that it won't have an impact on your life. I think that this podcast proves that. Like so many things. American Mall is hard to find, you know?
You got to buy the DVD, yeah.
You have to buy the DVD to watch it. There's something about physical media that is so important still.
But I will say, I mean, like, it's not your fault. Like, what were you going to do? Like, check to see if the movie was somewhere for our fans and for me to watch? Like, it's crazy. It's like someone who would give something like... We both made the same
mistake.
If someone, like, gave you some random movie like Made in Manhattan... It'd be crazy for them to like make sure it's on streaming before they issue.
Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
That would be like.
Also, it's Made in Manhattan. It's popular. It's a very popular movie. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's not very popular, but it's the closest I got. The closest two things I got off the top of my head are Made in Manhattan and American Mall.
Okay, next time I give you an obscure thing, I will make sure It was available. Honestly, I thought it was so obscure that it like looped back around and would have been on YouTube.
Or been on Shudder or something.
Yeah.
I would have guessed.
Yeah.
Well, I assumed I was gonna rent it, but I couldn't. So, guys, no Guyver this week. Instead, somebody had to binge 3 episodes of The Last of Us today. I'm not gonna say who. But before we get to that, Marcus, there's a reason I haven't gotten to The Last of Us, and that's because I have just finished the first season of Spy X Family. You finished first season?
You're late, man. You're late. We've already moved on to Buddy Daddies. Okay, that's a new Spy Family.
What's Buddy Daddy? Is that a new anime?
Yeah, it's a new anime about a spy and an assassin who take in a child and have to raise them.
Hold on. Marcus, I just pulled this up. Marcus, hold on. Is Buddy Daddies just gay Spy X Family?
It's not. I wish it was gay Spy X Family. Are you kidding
There's
me?
not even romantic
I wish
entanglement.
it was gay Spy Family. No, it's just 2 straight dudes raising a baby.
Is it like 3 men and a baby, but with spies?
Yes. They couldn't even go there and do the gay family thing. That would have at least been like watchable. I stopped watching it. The kid was too annoying.
It looks bad.
We were watching it in bed, and Darren literally goes, "Please turn this off." And it was getting to me too, and I was like, "Oh, I got to give it like 5 more minutes." But her tolerance ended before mine. But I was right there too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard to compare to Spy X Family because that show. Gosh, I fell off for a second because I just got caught up with things. But as soon as I got back into it, I was watching episodes every day because it was just so delightful. I have complaints.
Yeah.
But most of them are because I want more, because that's like most of my complaint. But how did it finish off for you?
I loved it. I was on a weekly grind with it. So as it was coming out, like it came out on Crunchyroll on like Saturdays at like 2 or something like that. So Darren and I were like, okay, if we're gonna plan like when we get home tonight, watch an episode before bed, and we were watching it every week, and it's been hard, honestly. Now that it's over and we don't have that like show in our life, honestly, it's influenced our watching habits too, because it was our like fun show, our light show. So like you have a lot of dramas, you have a lot of like intense shows, and I feel like we like to mix in a light show, and that was ours. So then we were like, we need to find something to replace it. So we started watching Taskmaster again, getting back into that.
You could watch The Bachelor. That's our light show.
That show's not light. That's bleak. That is dark. That's a dark show.
No, it's not.
I can't handle it.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's not fun, man.
It's hot people trying to make out with a hot guy. That's all the show is.
Mm-hmm.
This is one girl in all the previews. She just keeps like biting her lip like this.
Oh no.
And she's like intensely staring at The Bachelor. Like, it's really great. You should watch it.
I love it. The show the reality show that I have been watching through other people is how I like to watch my reality shows. I never want to sit down and watch a reality show. I want you to tell me about The Bachelor. I want this person to tell me about this show, this person to tell me about that show, and that's it. So I've been watching YouTubers talk about Milf Manor, and that has been an absolute wild ride. Have you not heard about Milf Manor?
Nope.
Good, because I'm going to talk about it so you can put one of the MILFs in the thumbnail. Nick, Milf Manor is one of the most insane shows.
Oh, wait, is one of their sons a contestant?
No, Nick. No, not one. All of their sons. All of the MILFs are contestants, and all of their sons are contestants on the show, Nick. It is a wild ride because you have one mother being like, I am gonna bang your son tonight. And that will cause drama. That is a catalyst for drama in ways that Bachelor can never compare to.
See, but this is actually trash.
It's trash. Yeah. That's why I'm not watching this. So I'm having someone tell me about it.
Oh my goodness. Yo, drop me a link of what YouTuber, because I want to watch somebody.
There's one episode where
I can't watch it.
I gotta tell you, you can't even you can watch it. It's a lot.
No, I can't watch this. I'm not watching this.
There's an episode where the parents, the MILFs, have to confess a secret, and the kids have to confess. The kids, I guess they're adults, have to confess a secret too. They write on the board, and you guess like which one was my mom's. Yeah. You know, so it's like, oh, did my mom have an orgy, or did she have sex at the restaurant? Which is traumatizing.
That's legit traumatizing.
But one of the contestants,
my mom had the orgy.
I know. And one
That's
of the
awful.
contestants, their mom's secret was, I banged my son's best friend. And it was
That's straight
like,
out of a porn.
you could see the kid's face. Like, it was sad. It was just sad. You see his face like sunk, and he's like, Mom, why'd you have to say that? Why'd you put that up there? Like, she could have lied about any secret. Like, no one knows her secrets. Like, she could have lied, but instead she wrote that. And it's like, oh, it's a heartbreaking show.
Those moms don't sound great.
No, they don't.
They don't sound like great moms.
No, they don't.
Well, anyway, the takeaway for Spy X Family was just, I wanted some more, but I don't know. I need someone else to know something. I need someone in season 2, anyone to learn something. The dad to find out about the mom to find out about the daughter to find out about, I need somebody to find out about somebody.
Yeah.
I can't go 30 more episodes without anybody knowing anything.
Yeah.
I will say that.
I
But
saw somewhere
we'll find out.
recently that the creator of Spy X Family doesn't like Spy X Family because he was creating like dark content and it wasn't doing well. And they were like, take a break and try something light and fluffy. And so then he made Spy Family, and now that's his most successful series by far. So he has to keep making it, but he's like,
oh, Marcus, that's the
about it.
same story of the person that made Love is War.
yeah. I think that's how it is with media, right? Like
Wow.
you do a one-off, something separate that's not your main thing, and then that ends up taking off more than your main bag, and you have to follow that instead.
100%. Oh my God, does that mean I'm going to be doing improv for the rest of my life?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry to tell you this.
Probably. It's
sorry to
looking
tell you
that
this.
way.
Yeah,
Some people are just fluff gifted.
yeah. It's also like when you care about it less, when the stakes are less. Sometimes
true.
you can just put something better content out there.
Last question, and then we'll get to Last of Us. They announced that there's a season 2 of Spy X Family and a movie. Marcus, what are the chances, do you think, that our Christmas movie idea is what they do for the movie?
I think it's high. I also think that we might get a live action Spy Family movie also in like a couple years. That's
Japanese
the
one?
direction. We're definitely going to get a Japanese one. I don't know
They
if we'll
always
get
make
an
one.
American one.
Listen, the fact that Netflix hasn't bought it is wild.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
Disney,
they're
I don't know if you heard about this, but Disney has
No.
been buying anime like nonstop. Like they're
I just know they bought Bleach.
they bought Bleach a while ago. They're bidding on all anime. So like they're bidding on One Piece. They're in a bidding war right now with Sony
Oh.
for a lot of anime properties. So I think what they're going to try to do is move everything to Hulu anime and then eventually create their own anime streaming service. That's kind of like, just so they have another one. Take a peek
That
with
makes
Crunchyroll.
sense. If they own Hulu, ESPN, Discovery, not Discovery. Is it Discovery? Or the History Channel? That's what they own, right?
I
And
don't know.
Disney. That's honestly, and Fox. That's smart.
But they've been buying anime for a while now. Like there's a lot of anime on Hulu.
If it's all in one place, I don't mind. I bet if Netflix wasn't like hemorrhaging money, they would have tried to make that move.
Yeah.
But they are like out of money.
Yeah.
Do you think the One Piece show is going to be interesting?
No, but it'll be fun. Maybe.
You think?
I don't know. I think that anime is hard to adapt. I think the anime vibe is hard to adapt.
Yeah.
Back to Guyver, that was an anime adaptation that was done, and I feel like they haven't improved much since then.
Yeah.
We have Alita Battle Angel and Speed Racer.
Cowboy
I think,
Bebop just happened.
are the
Remember?
only two good ones.
Cowboy. Oh, I liked Alita. I wish I got a sequel.
Alita was good.
We did it on the podcast.
Yeah, one of the only good anime movies.
Well, Marcus, I don't know if you can tell, but I have all this other stuff to talk about because I am dreading getting to Last of Us, but I think it's time for us to start talking about The Last of Us, the TV series.
Friends get together so they can try things. Young about it, it's podcast so that you can try things.